Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Seven Kingdoms Total War, a Game of Thrones mod for Total War Attila. Blickmang was nice enough to send me a new updated version of the mod, and we're going to be looking at a brand new house here today, House Greyjoy. Recently did upload the House Baratheon video, had a look at units with Renly Baratheon and Stannis. We're going to be having a look at House Greyjoy here today. Still got one more video to do. We'll look at House Tyrell in the next. So this mod is still in early access and it is subject to change. So thanks Blickmang for sending me a new version of the mod. If you guys want to support the Seven Kingdoms Total War and just support the mod in general, go and check out the mod DB, the TWC, the Total War Center, and the Patreon link, all in the description below. But here we have House Greyjoy up in the north. The Ironborn have heard that the young wolf has marched south, Robb Stark, and we're going to try and take the initiative and try and take the north. So you're most welcome to pause and have a look at the Ironborn units, and the Starks here today want to purge the Ironborn menace from the north. So we are playing a fort battle, and hopefully we can prevail. Yeah, I really do like the little extra detail of the squid on the shoulder there, the banner of House Greyjoy, the Kraken blowing in the wind. Very, very cool. Do quite like House Greyjoy, even though I don't like Theon that much, but no one deserves to be tortured as much as Ramsay did. He didn't get as tortured as much in the show compared to the books. He was awful in the books. But they deliberately did that because there was a lot more of sort of story and character explanation for Ramsay about locking up his was it his wife? I think it might have been his girlfriend in the tower. But here are the Ironborn, obviously famous for being reapers and ravers. Good longbowmen and pretty good axe warriors. So we're going to hold the lines here. Got a pretty sort of varied army of longbowmen. We've got some crossbowmen, of course, some heavy and some medium infantry, and this medium and heavy swordsmen and medium and heavy spearmen. So hopefully we can hold the line against the Starks here today and take some land. Take some of the green land for the Ironborn. Okay. Pretty nice. For the Seven Kingdoms Total War, the Greyjoy, the House Tyrell, the House Greyjoy, and House Baratheon units, the medium infantry look more aligned to the show. The heaviers have some more upgrades, but I really do like the chest plates. Obviously very similar to Theon's and the, 12 or 20 men that managed to siege and take Winterfell. Pretty interesting and funny stat in war. But guys, if you want to see some more Seven Kingdoms Total War on my channel, the best way for me to gauge your support is by leaving a like and a comment. Also subscribe if you haven't already and you're new around here. Once the mod is officially available to the public, I will make a video and share the download links. But House Greyjoy, very, very cool looking. I love all the factions in Westeros. They have just such unique and cool units, and hopefully we can hold off against the Starks here today. They're pushing out against us, being incredibly aggressive, trying to let us not get a foothold in the north. So with the Stark army, got a lot of Starks, a couple of Boltons, but most of the young wolf's forces are down in the south. Just ignore that Eddard Stark is leading the army, but we should have a couple of good fights against the Greyjoys here today, a couple of good skirmishes. We've got a basically solid front line on all the sort of fucking openings, I guess, to the fort. Got a line of spears, got a line of swordsmen, got crossbowmen and longbowmen on the centers there, hopefully trying to rain fire and death upon the enemy. The crossbows should do really well. Here are the bowmen as well. Very, very cool. I do like the Greyjoys quite a lot. Obviously heavily inspired on a sort of a Viking reaping and raving culture. Pillaging the Greenlands, the Westerlands, quite a lot. But yeah, you're most welcome to pause and have a look at the units at any point in time if you just want to have a sort of in-depth feel. So let's push over and have a look at the Starks of Winterfell. This must be the first time that I'm playing with the new updated Starks, obviously they have been tweaked and changed. Obviously it was Blickmang, the sole creator of the mod. Now he's brought in a mod team from a game of Ice and Fire. I think that's what the mod is. So there's roughly around about 6-8 people working on the mod now, which is awesome. We've got the Umbers here. Very, very cool house. Got some cavalry here as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this battle pans out. Hopefully we can get some cool cinematic shots. Really like the Stark sigil, of course. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the battle, and hopefully we can prevail here today. Okay, just going to quickly look at some other Stark units. Got some Bolton swordsmen here. Very, very nice. Love the sigil in the center. The flayed man of House Bolton. A naked man has few secrets. A flayed man has none. House Glover there. And we have some more House Bolton units loyal to the Starks at the moment. House Mormont. And then we've got some Stark infantry just through the center there. They're going to be pushing for us. We do not so. Karstark units as well. Really like the unique sort of like leather, isn't it? Sort of that leather wavy of, because House Karstark's sigil is the white sun. I guess it's sort of like the rays of the sun a little bit, or just sort of leather. Snow falling on the camera. Snowing up in the north. But here are the Ironborn infantry ready to hold the line for the drowned king, Balon Greyjoy. Okay. I'm going to quickly put my skirmishers, my crossbowmen and my longbowmen onto a heavy shot. I think that's the best for Total War Attila. Flaming shot, yeah, not so much, I think. It's currently snowing. There's a lot more heavy infantry. We need to try and take down as many of these Starks, especially with those massive rounded shields. Starks have a lot of heavy infantry as well, a couple of medium as well, so it should be quite fun. The Starks banner blowing in the wind. What is dead may never die. The towers are loosing arrows. Basically, they're like machine guns. I wish you could kind of turn them off in this fort. My archers and crossbowmen are firing. Men of House Greyjoy, fire at will. Oh, nice. They are littering the snow with blood. Awesome, awesome stuff. I think that was a House Umber unit there. Okay, the Starks are trying to spread out. Like I said before, House Greyjoy, famous for their longbowmen. Some of the best longbowmen and axemen in Westeros. Got the crossbowmen there loosing as well. Okay, the Starks are pushing in. Winter is coming! Oh no, there's a lot of friendly fire there from the Starks. What were they thinking? Oh cool, we've got sort of a testudo thing going on here with the Greyjoys. What is dead may never die. If someone was fucking like running at me and said that, I'd probably shit my pants. I reckon I'd be back in the cavalry unit, or just not on the battlefield, to be honest. Oh god. Right, okay, so they're pushing us through the center, but it looks like the majority of the forces from the right have gone to just the next bits over the two on the sides, but it looks like the entire force on the left, the Starks split up into two forces. They look like the majority of it's actually hitting my left sort of center line here, and haven't split as much to the sort of the pockets on the left and right of that far left side. Hold on, brave men of House Greyjoy, for Balon, for Victarion, for Theon, and for most of all, the Drowned God. The Starks are pushing in their heavy cavalry here. Shields and spears being splintered in the nail-biting snow. My crossbowmen and archers are not doing too bad. The towers are going to be the real MVPs of this match. The Starks being incredibly aggressive. Oh, that looks awesome. I love the sigil just popping out there. Oh, a Greyjoy. Oh, a couple of implosions there. But yeah, oh, nicely done. Nicely done. I was crediting his shield, which is now down in the fucking dirt. But I must reiterate that this mod is still in early access, and it is subject to change. And yeah, I just want to thank Blickman once again for giving me the mod. I really do appreciate it. It's breathtaking, to be honest. I love making these Seven Kingdom videos when I have the chance. Okay, what's happening here? So turning into a little bit of a grind. Not too much is overly happening. Still have Asha Greyjoy. What's her name? Asha? Yes, it's yeah, right, okay. I was just getting confused then, because it's I said Asha, and she's not called Asha Greyjoy in the show, is she? She's Asha Greyjoy in the books, but she's Yara in the show. She's not Asha because they thought Asha would be too close to Osha, who was the wildling in the north that helped Rickon and Bran escape, and then Ramsay killed her. It was what's his name? What's his name from Harry Potter? Oh, I can't remember her name. Fawn or Twig or I can't remember. I knew it was something weird, but I can't quite remember. My God, bit of friendly fire coming on here. I do quite like the Greyjoy capes. Hold the line, men, for the Drown God. Let's push these Northerners back. We need to claim land. Obviously, the strength is in our ships, but we should do alright. Get my skirmishers, crossbowmen, and archers to fire into the cluster. So yeah, it's quite interesting. On the far right, looks like they didn't push many through the centre. They're trying to expose my flanks a lot more. But on the left, they look like they're pushing more to the centre. Throwing in a ridiculous amount of cavalry here. They're not going to do very well at all. Maybe trying to cut through. That guy looks cool. Sort of similar to the Cataphractor units in, what was it? The mod for the Age of Charlemagne DLC. The theme of Sicily, the Byzantine Empire. Looked really quite cool. Looks like we're cutting through them quite well. We're just sort of holding the line. Oh wow, my spearmen have been heavily depleted in hand-to-hand combat with the Starks. We're going to have to probably send my units up here. But yeah, at the moment it's turning into a little bit of a grind. Not too much is happening. Getting some cool cinematic shots. And I'm sort of happy with the result of the battle. The longer we can sort of draw it out, the more they're going to get tired. The more my arrows can just absolutely rain fire and death upon the enemy. They're going to be the real MVPs of the battle. Obviously being unlimited machine guns. But I guess having tower superiority was sort of realistic. It would have been interesting to see how the War of the Five Kings would have panned out if they had the backing of House Greyjoy. A bit of friendly fire going on there from the Starks. Just quickly saw it there. Not good whatsoever. They should be firing into the cluster more. But yeah, if like Theon when he went to Pike, I don't know, maybe killed his father, that would be sort of the Ironborn way, taking stuff. But yeah, obviously Robb Stark always thought of Theon and Jon as his brothers. Theon obviously betrayed him, and also yeah, running and yeah, siding with his father. It would have been very interesting to see if like the Greyjoys were supporting the Starks. My God, that Stark swordsman just relentlessly bashing. Oh, we've got a decapitation here. Nicely done. No, not a decapitation. I thought we would have. I thought that was the decapitation animation. However, we sliced him through the chest. What is dead may never die. Very, very cool. Holding on here against the Starks. A couple of them pushing around the corner there. Yeah, if like obviously Robb Stark was pushing through the Westerlands with Greyjoy's support from the coast, would they have been able to win? It would have been interesting to see. Sort of that alternative history. I sort of posed that question in the House Baratheon video. Who would have won, Renly or Stannis? And a fair few of you said some pretty interesting stuff. The thing is, right, if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you my opinion, but I'm more than happy to hear yours and change my own. I love when people open my eyes, and some of you had some absolutely rip-roaring points, but I really do appreciate it. So let me know in the comments this time. I do read all the comments. I don't have time to reply. Simply, I have mentioned it before, but I'm just really busy with both channels. I have, what, 53,000 subscribers on my other channel, and then roughly around about, what, 12,000 on this one, and I just simply do not have time to reply to comments. But I do read every single comment on all those channels. I just simply don't have enough time to reply. So let me know in the comments, how do you think the War of the Five Kings would have panned out with House Greyjoy backing? And yeah, the thing is, right, there was no way that Balon was ever gonna willingly side with the Starks. But we're gonna push through here, try and go for an aggressive stance. My spearmen are sort of whittling away here. We just need to push through, throw them back. But the amount of bodies, so many loyal men of House Stark and House Greyjoy. But I'm sure there's going to be some salt wives at some point if we can start continuing to claim more regions in the north. Yeah, also that sort of fucked him as well, trying to hold these castles when they should have just been pillaging. Holding, what is it? Moat Cailin, that was it. Moat Cailin, and taking Winterfell. Doing a lot of unnecessary sort of bullshit stuff. Like killing Roderick Cassell and, well, to be honest, that's pretty fair, killing Roderick Cassell, even though I really did like Roderick. Man, House Cassell got absolutely buggered in the show. Obviously, Roderick was beheaded by Theon. We pushed through here on the far, I guess, right centre now. We'll probably hopefully try and flank. Was it Jory? Jory Cassell? I can't remember his first name, but he was definitely of House Cassell when Jaime Lannister ambushed Eddard Stark and then stabbed him. No, it was a Lannister soldier. Stabbed him through the thigh with a spear when they were fighting. Right, we're going to push Asher through with some more support. We've pushed through the centre here. We'll give some of my units to try and pull down some of the archers. But let's get some flanking manoeuvres here with the Greyjoys. Men, make ready. Draw your swords. Hit them hard. Famous quote. I need to get that on a shirt somewhere. The thing is, right, if you're going to hit them, you got to hit them hard. There's no point willy-nilly not being soft. Right, we need to chase down those archers. Mind you, they are sort of a light infantry, so they might outrun us. Let's hit them now, though. Hit them from the sides. We need to break these Stark infantry, because they probably have better infantry than us, but we have our cunning, bloodthirsty tactics. Oh, look at all the implosions there from the side. A nice decapitation. Love it. There's 2. There's 3. Wow, 3 in quite quick succession as well. Oh, I love that jump animation. Right, so we're pushing the left now, the left sort of flanks. Alright, come on, you bastards. Right, we're not going to bother about pushing any infantry out there. I was thinking of it, but the thing is, right, if we push up and try and run them out, they're just going to run away from us and just keep getting pot shots off back at us. It'll be like running after horse archers. Quite fruitless. So we've pushed through one of the centres. It's basically just my 4 flanks now. We might be able to get through the sort of 2 centres. Right, let's send Usher in. I'm sure she's going to cave in a couple of skulls. Right, here we go. We're going to be flanking some Bolton and Glover units. For the Drowned God. Nicely done. Pushing the flanks still. You got to give it to the Starks. They're tough old bastards, and their bannermen. House Mormont, House Glover holding the rear here. Come on, just push through, lads. For Asha. For the Queen of the Iron Islands. Just want to showcase the squidge, the squid, rather. So I guess it's not really a squid. It's a kraken, isn't it? Squid seems a little bit sort of I don't know, condescending, taking the piss a little bit for what it actually is. So yeah, we've pushed through the 2 centres here now, which is quite interesting. Hopefully now we can sort of push through the flanks. Come on. They are holding. Alright, go for it. Go for that Mormont unit. Maybe flanking around with some archers as well. Hitting them from the sides, peppering. This flanking manoeuvre here is doing okay, but it is taking its time. Couple of Stark soldiers there. But we're looking very well in our northern invasion. Looking a lot more healthier than the Starks. Okay. Oh, no! A decapitation from one of my own men. He'll meet the Drowned God. One day. I guess that was a Glover unit, was it? Still holding on, pushing through the flank here. Oh, I can just hear this just screaming. Oh, he looked a bit pretty crisp there. He kind of looked like he might have been a Greyjoy unit, but he wasn't. He was one of the Stark bannermen. So we've got 2 units of Mormont here, 1 unit of House Glover, then 1 Stark unit holding on. Right, we've buckled the centre there. We're going to be able to flank even harder now. Alright, come on lads, stop sitting idly by. We've got some skirmishers there having fun with us. Let's get another flank on. Archers having some target practice, having some pot shots. Crossbowmen as well. Alright, let's quickly flank around here. I'd be interested to see the casualties sustained and the casualties inflicted for the general battle. It's going to be interesting to see. And the casualties inflicted from the arrow towers, because there are, what is there, 3 on either side, so there's 6 of them that are really helping me, taking out a unit every other second, burning them, and obviously that fire does reduce morale as well. I do just prefer the heavy shot with my archers. Obviously flaming does increase damage, but it also, this is just for medieval too, I'd prefer just the normal one. I prefer more accuracy over damage. I think the heavy shot's quite good though. It really does work on heavily armoured opponents. Medium, yeah, somewhat, but not as much. Flaming shot, if it's sort of clustered and you want to sort of burn down the settlement and lose morale, if they're really light armoured, that works. But, I don't know, I think the normal shot works pretty well. Okay, the flanking manoeuvres coming over now. Looks just like a lot of just Stark units here. No specific bannerman. A crow over us. A Woden! Obviously the Greyjoys are heavily inspired on the Vikings. Oh, nice. Over to the far right, a decapitation. More men burning. More of a Stannis Baratheon thing. Encouraging the Lord of Light. Just hold the line a little bit longer, loyal men of House Greyjoy. We do not so, remember? I don't know, I kind of feel like what is dead may never die is sort of like the unofficial quote. I kind of like what is dead may never die than we do not sow. When they explain like we do not toil in the field or in something to do with a mine. We take what is ours. Yeah. I guess it's sort of like a Lannister always pays his debts, but what is the, it's hear me roar, isn't it? Yeah. Ours is the fury, but the Starks probably has one of the best. Winter is coming. Growling strong with House Tyrell. I do quite like the origin story of House Tyrell, of course. Oh my god, check out the bodies littered over the field here. Fire and Blood's are quite a good one for House Targaryen. I think it was House Gardner got completely wiped out, and it was a Tyrell steward who took up the mantle of Highgarden. Very cool. There's some, I just love Westeros, to be honest. There's so much lore and in-depth. I sort of thought after Lord of the Rings that I really couldn't get into any other sort of high fantasy. Sort of got into Warhammer, not as much, but just sort of what's in the base game. I've sort of just read up on it, but I really do need to go and reread all the books. But a new book is hopefully coming out soon. This is sort of, oh nice, a spear straight to the head, which caused a decapitation. But this is sort of giving me my Game of Thrones urge, my need. Alright, we're pushing the last of the Starks here. It looks like a couple of them are having their tails between their legs. A cowardice wolf retreat. And the Kraken is just snapping them up. There's a couple of friendly fire going on here though. Looks like they've completely buckled now. They have capitulated. Alright, how are we going on this other side here? My god, you got to give it to them. They are holding on very, very well. On those two center sides, we might need to pull and do some flanking maneuvers. Maybe we can get some cool one-on-one animations with everyone fleeing. So, not the most sort of tactically challenged battle. Got some cool cinematic shots. We basically held the line. The Starks tried to push us and failed. That guy's just really cool, calm and collected there. Just strolling, even though the majority of his unit is further up. Oh, get some nice little pokes in. Why don't try to finish him off? I'm just going to scoot over here, guys. Don't mind me. Now he's just walking. The majority of his units pushed up there. That's quite funny. I do want a couple of my Greyjoy units to try and run down the stragglers. Oh, they're broken. I thought they would have held on a lot more on that other side. Ah, what a sigh of relief. We have one victory is ours. The Kraken has strangled, I guess, the wolf. Gonna get some target practice on here. Really do like that when the men are out and get my archers to rain fire and death upon them. Get some target practice in. Upgrade those chevrons. And it looks absolutely just bloody when they get hit. Just filled with arrows. Fire at will. Nicely done. So once again, guys, all the links are in the description below if you want to go check out and support the mod, the TWC, the Total War Center, the mod DB, and the Patreon link. Oh no! Imagine that. Surviving the entire battle, fighting your heart out, and then copping an arrow through the head and having a Greyjoy stomp on your head. And cheer and parade. Oh, that's quite funny. Might get a couple more here. Nice! Oh, he's getting a fair few more littered into him. Even though one did the finishing blow. Huzzah! I guess that's what House Greyjoy would say. I don't know. Probably not. But nicely done. We'll drink in Valhalla tonight. But guys, I have to end the video here. Thanks for watching once again. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. It was a terrific victory. We deployed 7,200 men. We lost 3,638 on the field. We have 3,568 remaining. So we roughly had roughly ran about a 14,000 man battle. That's quite huge. I wasn't expecting it to be that high. I thought it was roughly around about the 10,000 mark, but it's actually a lot higher. House Stark, with their loyal bannermen, deployed just shy of 6,950, lost 6,094, have 856 men running back to Torrent Square and then eventually to Winterfell with their tails between their legs. So thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Simpzy. Take care and stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. Goodbye.